Morning, good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, raw pure behind the profile stats. It's time to put on the mic, the Mickey Mouse mic, so we can put enough efforts into our gameplay in Germans as they begin to get under attack. Yeah, that's the one. Basically, today's video is all about being the best player in the world. What makes you the best player in the world is having the highest ego PR. Is it having the highest points possibly made? Is it being a monthly leaderboard champion? Is it having the highest troop donations? Is it being a captain of a guild that's been there for a long time? Is it being the top guild in the world? Is it, being a guild that wins most rumbles? Is it, what makes you the best player in the world? So with me, I always run a similarity across gameplay in real life. So it's like, what makes you the best person in the world? Is it how long you've lived? Is it how rich you are? Do you get it? Is it how much you've given to others? That starts to take you to like a unique type of a way of an approach. So that's why I'm looking at this game. I'm looking at what have players done for others. Like that's how I'm looking at it. What have they done? It's not like this is how much have you supported others. How about that one? I'm not going to run an example over real life people, but in general I'm just asking to run an answer to a question, an answer that can be answered through just some examples. Is maybe a lot of times it's about what you've done for yourself. Yeah, you collected this much money, or you've done this much, but what have you actually done for others? Imagine we could run a game and name someone that could be the best player in the world for just what they've done for others. So that's why I've had to make this video today. Yeah, you keep selling your stuff, Midoki. Anyway, yeah, so I had to run this video today. It's very important because I had to try to cause and create an idea of how I can put a spotlight on a player, a person, a real person behind the profile stats, and what makes that player, a person, the best player in the world. And this video won't go out until this player has reached the donations of 500,000. That's 500,000. Now I know the Unique Rebel knows that the Unique Rebel is the best player in the world, because I got the 3 times monthly leaderboard champions. I played amongst some of the most best guilds ever created that have beat the monkeys out of MTX. Every day we used to potash them every day, back to back. We used to smash them 1 million, 2 million, 3 million ahead all the time. Points. So I know I'm the best player in the world. But the thing is that this player here has more or less doubled donations than me, has a higher perk percentage than me, has got more victories than me. And this player's been playing for lesser time than me. But I know I'm the best player in the world, so how is it possible that this player's got a better stats than me? Should I tell you how? Because this person has been more supportive. This player has been around more hungrier players, so they were able to feed them more. But the thing is that this player was willing to. That's what differentiates this person from me. That's why this channel, if you walk around with an open mind, something will drop into it. An idea. If you walk around with an open heart, you're going to feel something somewhere, if you're willing to. But if you walk around the streets with like a shield around you, some sort of aura, some sort of walls that people can't penetrate, they can't hear you, you put your headphones on, you put your stuff on, whatever, how are you going to feel stuff around you? It's like, I'm not saying, well, it's important that we connect with nature, but most important, it's important that we connect with one another. And it's important that we cause and create a path that will help players, people in general, throughout this game, across the pirate hall levels, and try to pave a way. That's what the idea was with memes and old Canada. It was just the idea of, for me to go there, play amongst people, find great players, people there, see who is willing to, who is hungry enough to work their way up, who wants to work their way up, and to create a path for them to come up to guilds like Red Flag Fleet, come up to guilds that are worthy, that would want to, that would allow newer players to come and join. This is the best game in the world, and we're playing amongst the best players in the world, and that's all that really matters, and that's all that really means the most to me, is to be here today, be amongst people that are worthy. This whole game is worthy. I remember one thing, it's not the game that makes the player, it's the player that makes the game. It's their hunger, you see, for more updates. Is their hunger to want to continue to wake up to this game. Is their hunger to wanting to sleep after they've checked into the game and made sure everyone's had their troops and whatever. Is that bit of care that it takes. Yeah? Is that bit more that people are willing to do for one another. It's the game that makes it. This community of players could go anywhere and make that game great. We need the good, the bad, and the not so handsome, you know? We need all of them to be there, to make it what it is. We need all these players to be themselves. We need all these players, people, to be toxic, static, the good, the bad, and the fairly not so awesome. We need all of them to be there, you see? That's what makes a game. Because if we don't have this community of players anywhere, what's the game going to be worth even talking about, or sharing about, or even caring about? So that's what makes a game, is the players. So I'd like to thank today Jackie, the best player in the world, in supporting other players. The only player that has 500k, 500,000, that's 500,000 troop donations. The only other player that I know that may have got anywhere close to that number is of the big C of the Russian guild, the best Russian guild, most powerful guild in the world. It's got donations 400k, 415,000. Even 15,000 is a lot, you understand? So for me to just say 400k is ignorant. If it's 741 troops, that's a big amount. So 415,741 is the highest troop donations. But when you compare that troop donation with the best player in the history of Plunder Pirates, you'll find that this is the only player that has 499,681. But by the time I put this video out, this player would already have reached the target, the goal, the legacy, the journey of being the most creative, supportive, inventive, progressive player of the history of Plunder Pirates. So this is where the flag pole stands, this is where the landmark, this is the homeland, you understand? Yeah. This is exactly where the center point of the earth is right now, is around Jackie, and this is my opportunity to say well done to all the quartermasters that are with her. To be alongside Jackie is to truly know exactly what this game is all about. So well done, congratulations to everybody. So therefore I wish you all well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising in your gameplay enjoyments as they evolve. But most importantly, the real life.